Hello Libra, I'm hoping you're doing well. This will be your October 2025 reading. I'm going to use the horoscope spread. We will cover different areas of your life, combining astrology and tarot and seeing what the universe wants you to know. Happy birthday to all the Libras that have a birthday this week. Wishing you guys a great solar return, happiness, health, and joy. Okay, Libra, let's see. From the first house through the 12th. What do you need to know? For the Libras that have Libra and Scorpio, which some of you will, right now you're feeling also Mercury is in Scorpio at 2 degrees. And Mars is in Scorpio. Lilith as well. A lot of Scorpio, and then we have the Libra energy as well. Also Aries, which I mentioned before. Neptune is opposing you guys. What is important for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. We just had the full moon in Aries. And then we will have the new moon happening on the 21st. At the end of Libra's season. What is important for Libra from the first house to the 12th? One more. An overview for October, please, from the first house through the 12th. What is important for Libra to know? Okay, we'll see how that Page of Wands is coming in. It's like kind of in a state here, and I'm saying a state because the Page of Wands feels like new, adventurous, fired up, but it has to do with something that you're thinking where your happiness is, your satisfaction, a completion, a vision, dreamy with the Ten of Cups. So in a state of kind of visualizing or starting a new life or feeling excited. At least that's what you're asking. If you have started dating or being more adventurous, more carefree, it kind of is giving you, if you have Virgo and Pisces as well, this idea that, hey, this can be my happily ever after. Interesting. Totally different from those two cards. And the King of Wands comes a lot for you guys as well. I'm going to get all the 12 houses, but it feels like a romance is in the air here. You guys have gotten the Temperance before. I like it. In the 7th house, in your own house. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, for some of you, I don't know if this romance is coming from a distance here. Something you've been kind of wanting to explore. Different culture, different religion, vacation. The Six of Pentacles. Has the Six of Pentacles come in before for you guys? Having the Six of Pentacles as an overall energy, and this is, by the way, Moon in Taurus, it feels like a fair exchange or a balance, but it has to do with values, physical here. As I go through the houses, we'll go back to that. I feel like it is the balance also with one-on-one connection, but also if there's been a concern regarding your finances, your values, your assets, how you look at things, especially if there's been something that has not been on the same level. And I'm saying this because the Moon in Aquarius in the 2nd house of Taurus, it's not coming here in a good position. I don't know if something you're avoiding or something you feel like you don't have a clear direction and you're trying to find out. Because usually this card is that or generosity or who has more that has to give. If you used to kind of only giving and not receiving, this might be the energy here, but it is associated with what we value, how we balance life. if there's been a situation that you have put more emphasis in finances, or you or your person, this is kind of saying that, hey, you still cannot enjoy. It's not a perfect balance, or it's not valuable if you don't have this other part of your life. And that's why this is coming in. Now, your attitude with the Knight of Swords here, it's very much Libra energy, the right thing to do, being objective, not letting here your emotions get in the way. It can be how you're going to talk, how you're going to behave, or how you're going to see this thing. It's going to be very direct, on a mission, truthful. It can be cold, but truthful with the Knight of Swords. Hey, this is what I want, especially because everything else here, there's a little bit of a fired up energy. So we'll see if this attitude is coming in because you have to make an important decision when it comes to your work, your daily life, and how that has been impacting something deceptive, hidden when it comes to your values. This is direct, to the point, but the Seven of Swords in the second house is not. It's like, it's interesting how this sword, there's someone that knows the truth, has this breakthrough, but when it comes to decision making, it feels like, I'm not being very direct with that. There's something about, or right now I cannot open up, or I have to keep something hidden. Again, remember, is in the house of values, assets, wants, finances, possessions here. But where this is coming as, I cannot be very direct when it comes to the Mars in Aries here, or the Two of Wands, is very much when it comes to the choice, hey, intentions needs to be set. You cannot go back and forth. Is the opposite of the Two of Swords, which is your card, by the way. In the end, I feel like you're going to decide there's another situation you need to set intentions. You have 3 knights, by the way, in this reading. The Knight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. When it comes to love, when it comes to desires, hobbies, merging here, intensity, it's very romantic and very passionate. These 2 knights here in the 5th and 8th house, especially in this Scorpio house, or when it comes to what you possess and how you merge. The Knight of Wands wants immediate satisfaction, or is all in. It might be that's how you're feeling. You might be feeling that when it comes to tangible things or what you want, you kind of denying something to yourself. But when it comes to emotions, merging with another person, behind the scenes is very intense. Why? Because again, the way you're approaching when it comes to your 5th house, and you can apply this also to creativity, shared assets, but mostly here I feel like it's important about a person, since the King of Wands and the Knight of Cups is coming in. When it comes to love, you're trying here to understand even the Temperance, the fire and the water here in your own house, one-on-one connections, partnership, is all about merging this situation. So you're going to feel, okay, I have this romantic feelings, or I want this approach, or this is how I'm looking at things. And I know that when it comes to this person, I feel very passionate, and the intensity here right away. How you're going to act though? Maybe again, because of your attitude, is like kind of trying to balance yourself with this, making the right adjustment, wanting something more, being patient. Why? Because again, you believe in an emotional connection here. With the Two of Cups in the 9th house, you want that. It's interesting because again, the 9th house does represent that Page of Wands, adventure, opening up. Like someone here that you connecting with have to have all the same visions, or to be more independent and spontaneous, always in search of something. Philosophy as well here. It might be when it comes to certain faith and belief, you come together. Anything also about court cases, legal matter, journeys, traveling, it feels like there's a connection. But that's why the Temperance is not going to be direct. When the Temperance comes in, it does promise you healing. It does promise you merging and adjustment. But it's when both these energies know how to come together, complement each other, instead of going against each other. There's a situation here with the Temperance that is saying you cannot go to the extreme. It's just kind of another state, and that's why it's after the Death card as well, where we completely have changed and we think like, oh my God, what happened there? What was that painful ending or transformation? And the Temperance is saying, no, it's just that now you have understood how you work with everything together. And that's when it comes to the relationship between these two. This is more kind of romantic and a little bit passive, not as quick, and wants here to feel the emotions and creativity, where the Knight of Wands is like immediate, now, quick. This might just be you, how are you going to look at relationship? But the King of Wands is coming here in the 3rd house. And this is the house of communication. This is the house here when it comes to your mental state, when it comes to short trips, when it comes to someone that is influencing, even when it comes to talking. This can be a very bold, if you are, you know, the King of Wands, bold, charismatic, a little bit kind of, even it can be that, hey, my way, but feels like always generous, great motivator. So if the King of Wands is coming here with this kind of energy of boldness and, you know, loud in a way, but it needs to be here, leadership. I really love, because it's coming, again, there's a mature energy, it's a king here. It's going to be because making this decision, clear decision, wanting something here that merges faith and beliefs, wanting the passion and the intensity and the romantic approach. But how I'm going to approach things, I'm going to talk, is going to be more of a direct. It's like the mask here has to be of someone that at the end of the day, I'm trying to be objective. I'm not letting my personal things in life, one-on-one connection, you know, kind of take away for what is right. It sounds like a Libra in a way, balanced way. So yeah, there's going to be a little bit kind of different energies, but it's because we're dealing here with different events. Quick and to the point, objective, truthful, romantic energy, intense and passionate, and making a decision here that will influence your daily life, work and routine. Now, career-wise, I am getting here, I have the 2 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, and the 7 of Swords. I already said that there's something here that when it comes to your financial situation or values, you feel like the approach is not as direct. But when it comes to your public image, when it comes here to your status, your career, things are taking off quickly. And it's because you're making a decision. Expect some type of news. Once you make this decision, expect things to happen quickly. I don't know if it's a journey. It will affect also here your home, your roots and your emotions, because you feel like now something new is starting in. If it is not about your home, if it is not about property or family, it might be again when it comes to where you feel it's your home, your emotions. The Magician, Mercury and Mercury. The Magician here is like saying, I see things differently now, or I have these new abilities. I'm aware here of what I need to start, the magic that I need to create. And it's going to be important because it's saying at the end of the day here, or, you know, what you don't see behind the scenes is someone that is very tired, exhausted, but passionate. It's like a heavy cross here, the 10 of Wands. And I feel like, again, it's this King of Wands that has carried for some time. How much longer can I continue this? Remember that Page of Wands that I said, like something freeing? I don't know if this is you. I don't know if this is the person that you're connecting with, because the water houses are coming as very fired up energy. It's all about actions and movement and passion and something here long term that someone feels like, I'm not going to give up. It's getting too restrictive, limited, and that's why, again, he's saying, well, something needs to change here in the way you've been holding on to things. A new way, new awareness, new possibilities, creating the world that you want. Because with thinking of Cancer energy, or the fourth house, and I've mentioned to you, Libra, that Jupiter in Cancer is squaring you. It's still Jupiter. I'm saying this, I have Saturn, Pluto, and Mercury, by the way, in Libra. So I know that for some of you, depending if you have your moon, your sun, or your Mercury, it is affecting you in a different way. But with Jupiter in Cancer, at the end of the day, is where we feel is our home. Whatever that is, family, or the connections that we make. And with Jupiter, is always about expansion, faith, belief. So I feel like it feels a little bit exaggerated, or it feels too much. It's like, I'm very passionate about this situation. That's what the Ten of Wands is saying. And I've been consistent, and I want to achieve that. It can be about someone that feels very passionate about you, but it's becoming unbearable. It can become here when it comes also to this connection at a distance. How much longer? I want to act quickly here. I'm ready for this journey. Going back to the Magician, what is that we used to when it comes to family, roots? What's something new has to open up? Because again, you're ready here to merge. You're ready to take these actions towards or romance, or something that changes here how you do things daily, your status, your public image, and your career. This is important as well, because looking at the Hanging Man in the 11th house, a major arcana, there is here an idealistic type of love. Now, some of you, this might be you met this person online, or this is a friend, or how you're looking at things when it comes to friends, lovers, connections, ideas, goals. There's always a little bit of a sacrifice, or at the end of the day, it's like it's surrendering to something else. I said Neptune is opposing you. Neptune is in Aries retrograde. For some of you, look at the 11th house. What it is here, even when it comes to what's taking off in certain situations here that you feel, I understand it, I cannot do anything about it, I just have to change my perception or view, or what is that I'm willing to give up for something else. There's always a sacrifice with Neptune, but it's always because of, something or spiritual, or what needs to be released here behind the scenes with the Ten of Wands. Remember, Neptune and the Magician here, or I should say the Hanging Man, because Neptune and Mercury are coming together, is like creating a different world, opening up to something else, still feeling like where is that you want to create, or when it comes to family or roots. What is this vision? What is this different perspective, different view, something worldly here? That in a way, this is kind of in suspension, because it feels like the vision, something too far. And then we have the Magician at home, where we want that inner circle, our own people. Think of the moon as well here, emotions, something where we feel home. So you're gonna really look at things differently, open up to new ideas. Maybe the motivation is going to be the King of Wands. That feels like I'm ready, I'm thinking in a different way, and I'm not afraid to open up towards this romance, to charge in when it comes to my emotions, to know that, hey, when it comes to another person, we both have to be here. The timing should be perfect for both of us when it comes to merging. And if something is supposed to happen, it's gonna happen here. It's all about balance, and it's all about knowing that certain things with the Hanging Man, we will sacrifice, or we will stay in these suspensions and change our views and dream about it. But again, it's saying there is going to be some type of release, and I feel like it's because at the end of the day, you're going to be very direct with your approach, all about doing the right thing. That is going to be important for you guys. So this is just kind of an overview. Romantically, again, actions and merging and balance. Work-wise, things are, or finances here, things are moving fast. There's the connection from a distance here, an emotional connection, a bond that you and this person have. I really hope this resonates with you guys. If you are interested in a personal reading, you can find the information in the description box below. Thank you. Bye-bye.